The online stage presents The 12 Angry Pigs by Wade Bradford. Setting: the jury's room, consisting of a table and 12 chairs. The pigs move towards the table. They walk around, shy and uncomfortable at first.
Boy, I tell you, it's hot.
I thought it was hot in the courtroom, but this room is like an oven.
Do I smell bacon? Oh, wait, that's just me.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Weren't you listening to the judge? We vote.
Vote?
We decide whether or not that wolf is guilty or not guilty.
He looks guilty to me.
Me too.
What do you mean he looks guilty?
Did you see those teeth?
Those wolves have sharp teeth.
They're better to gobble you up, right? Am I right?
But the wolf isn't on trial for biting someone. The trial is about him blowing down those 2 houses.
I thought there were 3 houses.
Only 2 houses got knocked down.
Don't you listen?
He huffed and puffed and blew down the houses of those innocent little pigs.
Those poor swine.
Why? Those 2 little pigs are lucky to be alive.
I tell you, those wolves are dangerous.
I wish it wasn't so hot in here. Isn't there a fan or something?
We should get the big bad wolf in here to huff and puff and blow us a cool breeze.
All right, let's get down to business. Now, since I'm the foreman...
Don't you mean 4 pig?
What's a foreman?
It means that I am the spokesperson of the jury here. When we go back into court, I'll be the one doing the talking.
So that makes you the head hog.
No, but I do get to read the verdict.
Oh, what's a verdict?
It's the decision that we make as a jury.
Oh, what's a jury?
Can I trade seats with somebody?
Can we just get on with this?
Very well. We have heard the trial. Now we need to determine whether the big bad wolf is guilty or not guilty.
I don't think we should call him Big Bad. He hasn't been convicted yet.
All right, just wolf then.
So let's vote.
All those who believe the wolf is guilty, say oink.
Oink!
Oink!
Anyone else?
Not oinking.
What's that?
I'm not oinking because I'm voting not guilty.
Oh.
You think that big bad wolf is innocent?
Well, I haven't made up my mind yet. There have been so many stories about wolves doing terrible things. Maybe we've paid more attention to those fairy tales and not enough attention to the evidence.
What's evidence?
Did you sleep through the trial? Evidence is the stuff that proves whether or not somebody is guilty.
And there should be enough evidence to convince us all of the wolf's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt.
There's plenty of evidence.
Well, I'd like to hear what all of you think.
Okay, that sounds fine. Let's take turns and explain to our fellow pig why we think the wolf is guilty. Why don't you go first?
Me? Oh, well, I guess I just think he looks awfully scary. I can just picture him huffing and puffing and blowing down those houses.
But you didn't see him do it.
But you didn't see him not do it.
But you didn't see him not do it.
Huh? Look, the facts of the case are this. These 3 little pigs, just like you and me, they move away from home. They were brothers, so they decided to build their houses nearby. One pig built his house out of straw. The other built his house out of sticks, and the other brother built his house out of brick. And then what happens? This wolf comes along, pretending to be selling cookies or something, and when the pig won't open up the door, whoosh! Down goes the house of straw. The little pig runs to his brother's house made out of sticks. The wolf follows, and whoosh! Down goes house number 2. Clear case of destruction of property. And it's a good thing their brother pig made a house out of bricks, 'cause it was strong enough to protect them from being eaten up by that evil wolf.
Thank you for sharing. What about you?
Me? Oh, I guess since everyone else thinks he's guilty, he must be.
You shouldn't just agree with someone just because that's what a person wants.
Hey, you're right. I agree with you.
I don't want you to agree with him.
Okay.
I believe the wolf is guilty because there was an eyewitness. A local village boy saw the whole crime take place, and since I'm sure he wouldn't lie, I am certain that the wolf must be guilty.
Little Boy Blue skips across the stage.
There's the little fella now.
Hi, piggies. I'm off to guard my flock of sheep.
What a nice young man. That's why I voted to convict that big bad wolf.
Me too. Everything points to the wolf as a criminal. Who else could have done it?
I am afraid that seems to be the only explanation, unless your snout smells something we don't.
Besides, he's a wolf. If he's not guilty of this crime, I'm sure he's guilty of something.
You shouldn't say that. It's not nice.
Look, nice or not, the facts clearly show that our wolf friend is guilty. But he sure tried to act all innocent.
Yeah. Did you see him wearing that sheep's clothing during the trial? Well, I saw right through that.
Well, I thought Little Boy Blue's testimony was convincing. But, more than anything, I just didn't trust that wolf. He claimed he was a wolf scout, selling Wolf Scout cookies door to door. But there's no such thing as a wolf scout.
Oh, but there is. There are Cub Scout and Wolf Scout and Trout Scout and all sorts of scouts, and they are nice sorts of folks. Say, maybe I voted guilty too quickly.
What do you mean? Look, Mr. No Oink, I want to know why you voted not guilty. You're keeping us cooped up in here like chickens, when we should be at home, rolling around in mud, like pigs.
And if the wolf didn't demolish those houses, then who did?
I've been wondering about that myself. Why would a wolf want to knock down a pig's house to begin with?
Well, he wanted to eat.
So he blew the house down so that he could gobble up the first little pig.
But why wouldn't he just wait for the pig to leave his straw house and then grab him? Why spend all of that energy blowing down the house?
He couldn't wait. He was too hungry.
If he was too hungry, then why didn't he just eat the cookies he was selling?
Because wolves don't eat cookies.
Yeah.
They eat pork chops.
Yeah.
And ham hocks.
Yeah.
And stop agreeing with everything I say.
Yeah.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Me too.
I wish we had some lunch or something.
Little Boy Blue enters, carrying a bucket.
Yoo-hoo! Piggies, it's chow time. Want some pig slop?
Yes, please.
Come and get it.
The pigs run up to the boy. Then the boy shows them that the bucket is empty.
Ha ha! I was just joking. It's empty.
Ah, well, you sure fooled us, young man.
Now run along, Little Boy Blue. We pigs have work to do.
Exit Little Boy Blue.
Now, as I was saying, I don't think the wolf huffed and puffed at all.
Then how did the house fall down?
Think about it. Of the 3 little pigs, only one knew how to build houses well. And that little pig built his house out of brick. The houses of straw and sticks were so frail they could have fallen down when the wolf politely knocked on the door.
Politely knocked? Do you believe this, swine?
I'm just saying it's possible. And since when do wolves blow air with the force of a hurricane?
That's a very good point. I watched a documentary on wolves, and it didn't mention a thing about huffing or puffing.
Which reminds me of something else the defence forgot to mention.
What's that?
A bailiff would like to examine a piece of evidence.
Which one?
The wolf's pack, please.
Just a moment.
Thank you, bailiff.
What's a bailiff?
He's like a policeman for the courtroom. Throughout the trial process, he keeps things in order.
Order? I'd like to order a large extra cheese pizza. Hold the pepperoni.
Not that kind of order.
Gee, I'm awful hungry.
Little Boy Blue enters, carrying a pizza box.
Free cheese pizza. Fresh from the oven. Absolutely delicious. Who wants a slice?
Me.
I do. Ha ha. Fooled you again.
Say, That's not very nice.
Little Boy Blue, that joke is not funny anymore.
We're trying to work here.
The boy leaves. The bailiff enters.
Here's the wolf's pack.
Let's see. Here are the Wolf Scout cookies and his Wolf Scout badge.
That doesn't prove anything.
What about this?
Pig number 8 pulls out an asthma device.
Oh, what?
How could the so-called big bad wolf huff and puff when he has asthma?
Oh my goodness.
So he's got asthma medicine in his wolf pack.
He probably stole it. Wolves will do that.
Not all wolves are like that, and you know it. I think we should have another vote.
Very well. Let's go around the table. All those who think the defendant is guilty, say oink. I'll go first. I say oink.
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 Not oinking.
Oh, what do you know? I still say oink.
Not oinking.
Oink.
Not oinking.
Not oinking.
Oink.
Oink.
Not oinking.
That's 7 oinks and 5 not oinking.
You piggies call yourself a jury? You want to let that big bad wolf go free? What's with you?
Pig number 3 points to the other pigs.
This little piggy is forgetful, and this little piggy is regretful. This little piggy's brain went to the market, and this little piggy should have stayed home. And this little piggy...
Pig number 3 points to pig number 8.
This little piggy went wee all over the justice system.
But there's reasonable doubt. We don't have enough evidence.
There's a witness. The boy saw everything, and he heard that big bad wolf say, little pig, let me in, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. What more proof do you need to convict this canine? There was a reliable witness.
Pig slop pizza. Pig slop and pizza. Come and get it.
Get out of here, kid. We know you're trying to trick us.
I guess that means your witness isn't so reliable.
I'm changing my vote to not guilty.
Me too. That kid is a liar.
Looks like there's reasonable doubt. I change my vote too.
Maybe we were wrong about this wolf.
I knew he was innocent all along.
Are you serious?
Raise your hand if you vote not guilty.
Everyone but pig number 3 raises their hand.
Any votes for guilty?
Oink. I know I'm right, and you'll never change my mind.
We may have to declare a hung jury.
What's a hung jury?
When a jury is unable or unwilling to come to a unanimous decision resulting in a mistrial. I thought everyone knew that.
Wow.
Fine then. It's a mistrial.
We aren't giving up. Let's keep talking. Convince us.
He's guilty.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Isn't.
Is.
Prove it.
Why can't you pigs see things the way I do? The facts are plain. Charlotte is guilty.
Charlotte? Who's Charlotte?
Spider. I mean a wolf. I'm talking about the big bad wolf.
But that's not what you said. You said Charlotte. Who is she?
She was a spider named Charlotte. And she was my best friend. But then she broke my heart and left me. And I promised myself I'd never trust another non-pig again. I vote not guilty.
4 Pig, I think we're ready.
The bailiff brings in the wolf. The jury of pigs stands and forms 2 lines.
Have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
And what is it?
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty.
Very well. Bailiff, you may release the defendant.
Thank you so much. I didn't think anyone would believe me.
Well, we were just doing our job. I'm sure it's not always easy when people think you're a big bad wolf.
Little Red Riding Hood rushes in. She points at the wolf.
Police! Arrest that big bad wolf!
Here we go again.
The end. Thank you for listening to this production of The 12 Angry Pigs by Wade Bradford, presented by the Online Stage, featuring the voices of Marty Krzywonos, Charlotte Duckett, John Burlinson, Amanda Friday, Jennifer Fournier, Leanne Yau, Michele Eaton, David Prickett, K.G.Cross, Jeff Moon, P.J. Morgan, Beth Thomas, Chyanne Donnell, Joseph Tabler, Rebecca Thomas, Bob Neufeld, Becca Maggie, and Denis Daly. This recording may be freely downloaded and distributed, as long as the Online Stage is credited as the author. It may not be used for commercial purposes or distributed in an edited or remixed form.